Most journalists are honest and hardworking, getting at the truth. And there are also a number of journalists who will go with whoever pays them, which is why the public debate in Canada is not what it should be. We have public debate about Trudeau and his popularity and how he's been there a long time and how he's not popular. They don't go into the issue of his policies. He's now talking about NATO. They should be glad because we're helping them on climate change. NATO shouldn't give a darn about climate change. It should care about bombs and bullets and other countries in Canada's north and the Ukraine. That's not our Prime Minister. We have our Deputy Prime Minister, a journalist, saying, yeah, I hear that Canadians are unhappy and we aren't giving them enough. After 9 years of being in power, she realizes we aren't giving them enough, so we're going to give them more. While the good people of Buckhorn would say, take less and leave us more to spend. So we have policies that should be discussed. We have immigration that should be discussed, but instead, journalists are saying, well, he's been there a long time, this is not popular. Those are the wrong debates, and we are not well served by this. So my point is, first of all, to plug not only this show, but other shows of people who go on to talk about the truth of what's going on. And there are some great mainstream journalists, I can tell you, I won't mention their names, but they are honest and tough. And the rest of them are just not doing the job, which is why we are not being served in Canada for this. And the government likes that because the government is going to be bringing in more censorship, more costs to be able to say to Canadians, this is the way it should be. So we have a Prime Minister who is keeping on to the very last straw, to the very last drop of all the perks of his office. He's going to stay for a long, long more time. And then we are going to be in a situation where the journalists, the people reporting, are not doing the best job, not doing what they should be doing. So my point in this is that pay attention to independent journalism or independent shows. I'm not a journalist, I'm a lawyer, son of a preacher. But we need to get more debate on the facts of what's going on in our public life, as opposed to more debate as to who's going to be more popular and who's going to be saving democracy. Bring on elections, bring on popular debate, and bring on analysis of the issues that count. Not who's going to give you more or who's going to provide more, but how things should be run, which means a fair economy, helping others, how we should be bringing about immigration, which bring about people who Canada need, who bring in people who will help build Canada, and not being as woke as this current government is by forgetting the basics. And that's 3 minutes. This show provides independent analysis of the issues. We are not paid by the government. And as I am finding, so much business in Canada relies upon various governments that they don't want to sponsor or advertise on a show which may become controversial, which talks about liberty, freedoms, sometimes criticizes government. I've had guests on that support the government. But people are saying, you know what? We don't want to bite the hand that feeds us, i.e. government, which is why I hope you'll subscribe and contribute to keep this show on the air.